So you may have heard in the last week or so, people like Mark Cuban and others talking about the SEC regulating crypto and how it could be a total nightmare. Part of the reason why the SEC's strategy to regulate is going to be really problematic. Number one, it's dealing with digital assets. So it's not something the SEC is used to regulating. They're used to regulating offerings of securities, stock, ownership in an LLC or an LP, certain other types of securities. A digital asset, they recently have made it pretty clear they're going to hold that any kind of crypto coin offering is a security. So they're going to regulate any kind of issuance of that type of a security. So they're going after Ripple for over $1 billion in unregistered offering of a security over the last number of years. They just filed against Coinbase managers for insider trading, basically profiting off of non-public information regarding a security, essentially crypto related to Coinbase. So they're going to continue to regulate, but the biggest issue really is that they're regulating crypto not based on issuing rules and guidance to companies and individuals, whether it's a platform that buys and sells or lets you buy and sell crypto, somebody who's offering crypto or a coin offering. They're not providing guidance, they're enforcing. So their strategy is they've ramped up their enforcement efforts. They've brought in all kinds of additional staff to file actions, basically in regulation by enforcement. So when it comes to a company involved in this, in some cases, you don't even know that you've done anything wrong. You may be doing things the way that you think is proper. And now the SEC is saying, oh, you know what? Actually, these are securities. They're regulated. You should have done this before. Instead of actually making rules and regulations and having Congress pass laws that allow them to make rules and regulations for these type of digital asset offerings so that people know ahead of time if they're doing something wrong. So now you've got people who are being pursued, like even in Ripple, they were not aware, they didn't think it was an unregistered sale of a security. And they sold over $1 billion worth of, had $1 billion worth of sales. And so now they've been fighting with the SEC for a number of years in court because of it. So, that's why it's most problematic, is that they're regulating crypto by enforcement actions. So you don't know ahead of time if you've done anything wrong. So you can I have clients come to me and ask, is it okay to do this? And if I look at the current laws and rules and I say, looks like it's okay, yes. But in effect, okay, you know what? Now that the SEC said that crypto, basically they're going to find most crypto as a security. So now all the securities laws apply to any type of crypto. So you have to look at broker-dealer issues when you're buying and selling. Platforms potentially have to deal with broker-dealer issues as a broker-dealer of a security. The person if they're raising capital, not necessarily raising capital, but even selling or offering a coin or crypto can be basically an offering of a security. And so you either have to register crypto. I mean, there's no rules on this yet, how it's going to happen, but you might have to register the crypto or find an exemption, like a private placement exemption under 506 or Reg D. Nobody really knows yet, but basically the SEC is just going to keep enforcing, filing actions against people saying that they've done something wrong. And it's up to us to try to figure out later and advise clients on what they're supposed to do or what they were supposed to have done, which they can no longer fix. The SEC can still come after them. So it's an area that requires a lot of analysis. And basically, when I talk to clients, I look at it as you're just going to have to expect that the SEC will treat this as a security. They are looking at everything involving crypto, analyzing, investigating, and enforcing everything. So you have to follow the exact letter of the law as if it was a security. And so that's how you have to run your business going forward until the SEC comes out with better rules and regulations to guide people on what they can and can't do. So we'll see where things go, but it's definitely going to be a mess, and it already is, to be honest.